Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Swami Namine Namaste Namo Vishnu Degeshwashta Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sundari Paschat Desha Tarini Mancha Kalpatra Vishya Kipala Singh Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhana Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Guru Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Vibrajagacharya Ashtatara Shata Sri Srimad Srila Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON BBT Founder Acharya His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Shama Sundar Krishna Balaram Gaunitai Bhagavan Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai Arjun Prabhu Ki Jai Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Radharani Ki Jai Shanavata Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Gaur Pramanande Hari All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga All glories to Srila Prabhupada Hare Krishna, dear Prabhus and mothers, Praladananda Prabhu, nice to see you.
हरि बोल मत प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम
Mother Arundhati Rai, Jai Prabhu, Adikesha Prabhu, Charles, Shri Radha Dari, Devi Dasi, and Mother Shivani. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this session of Bhagavad Gita. So we did not start Bhagavad Gita a few weeks because we had Balaram Jayanti and Lord Krishna's. And next week will be Radhastami. Next Wednesday we'll discuss about Srimati Radharani. So we'll catch up from where we left on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let us chant to Lord Vasudev so that we can see his presence through his word in our life. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Naga Nama Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam namaskritam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudire nashtaprayeshu avatreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistaki mukhaṁ karati vācālam pangurlangayate girim Jatkripa tamaham bande Sri Guru Dinatarinam Sri Chaitanaisharam Paramananda Madhavam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitina Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschat Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 So we have finished up to 23rd, 9th chapter, if you all remember, 9th chapter, 23rd. So we'll begin from 24th. But just to have a little refresh where we are, because this is the most important chapter in Bhagavad Gita, one of the most important chapter. Actually, Krishna reveals all the confidential knowledge. We already have complete knowledge within our heart. Abritam genam etena genina nitta bhairina. So in that verse, 3rd chapter, 39 verse, if you look at it, that we already have knowledge, but it is covered. So what we are trying to do, just like a fire elements in the log, outside fire, rubbing with the log or igniting. And then after some time, you can take out the original fire out, away from it. You will see that log burn itself because fire elements is there. We'll have complete knowledge experience there. Because bhakti is performed with full knowledge. Mai sarvani karmani sannasa adhatma chetasa. Nirasi nirmama bhutta juddasya vigata jara. We cannot give the separate existence, karma, gyan, all this just by saying it. We really have to reflect and act on it. Atmaban. We are soul, but we are not acting as a soul in conditioned life. So Krishna says that Nidanda Nitta Sattasto Nijogoskema Atmavan. Without duality, Nitta Sattasto. Be fixed in spiritual path. Nirjogoskema. Don't depend on material. Oh, if I have a healthy body, if I have all the facilities, don't depend on that. Okay, I will have a retirement, then I'll be. No. Just Krishna says, just act as a servant. That is required. So this is beautiful. So this chapter begins with, just to have a refresh. First thing, I'm sure you heard this many times, and it's good to hear again and again. First thing Krishna says, the most confidential knowledge in both its intellectual and experiential dimension, I shall impart to you, my dear Arjuna. Why? Because you are non-envious. And we discussed that when someone say, how come we are not grasping, I'm not grasping Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna's identity he reveals, who he is, and who we are, and our relationship, and what is this material nature. How come I don't grasp it? Because enviousness is still maybe lingering, not aware. So there are 10 types of enviousness. We discussed that. Then Arjuna asks, why is this knowledge so special, Krishna? Then Krishna answer on the second sloka of this chapter. Rajavidya rajaguyam pavitram idam uttamam pratyaksha dharmam susukham kartum abhayam. It is king of knowledge. Rajavidya. Raja means king and Vidya means knowledge. And Rajaguyam, it is also very confidential. King of all secrets. And Pavitram, it will purify. Just by hearing this knowledge, it will purify. Purify means we'll go towards Krishna, not towards away from Krishna. It is directly realizable through personal experience. Righteous, joyfully practicable and imperishable. So then Arjuna, curiosity, okay, for receiving this knowledge, why is non-enviousness important? I want to hear, why I have to become non-envious? So this is very scary. And I want to say this 1,000,000 times. Because envious are faithless. When I check my heart, I don't have faith, means I'm still envy to God. So non-envious, nirmat saranam satam, then you will be able to taste it. Instead of just hearing Bhagavad Gita, we can relish Bhagavad Gita. And that's fact. Now, could be a question that, okay, if I don't have a faith, I hear, then what happened? If I don't believe what Krishna is saying. Then Krishna says in the next verse, if you look at it, on the third verse, Asraddha dhana purusha dharma shasya parantapa apratpamam nivartante mitya samsaravat. You hear, you don't have a faith, you don't act on it, you will keep coming to this world again and again. So, Prabhus and mothers, it is important that we have strong faith. Faith actually determines whether I am third class, neophyte, or second class, or first class devotee. It depends on faith. Faith alone is so important, so powerful. Of course, we discuss also 2 ways you get faith. So then, Arjuna asked further, what is this knowledge that you will be imparting? What is this knowledge? And Krishna replied, it is knowledge about my relationship. It's mystical, mysterious. It is my mysterious relationship with the world and with all the living beings.
The whole universe is pervaded by me in my unmanifested form. All beings in me, yet they do not abide in them. I do not abide in them. And then if you look at the 4 and 5, very mystical, these two verses, looks like it counter each other. Because simultaneously, all living beings don't abide in me. Though they rest in me, they don't burden me. Like pregnant mother carrying the baby. Well, mother feels the whatever the heaviness, or baby's kicking, 7 months, 8 months, whatever. I have no idea, but you can hear from the mothers that yes, they feel the baby's presence within them. Krishna is not feeling like this, all the living entities on my shoulder. It's like a big burden on me, like whole creation is on me. Not like this kind of caring. It is there within Krishna, not separately, but Krishna is not feeling the pressure of it. So what it is? Pashyame jogam aishwaram. Behold my mystic potency. So we are with Krishna, but mystical. Unless you develop devotional attitude, you will not see him, even though he is with you. So service attitude is very important. So then Arjuna asked, this is very complex. Can you give an example? And Lord Krishna gave the example. He says, when living, just like the wind, everywhere is wind. But the whole, you can say almost unlimited wind is under the sky. So sky is Krishna, and wind is like the living entity going here, they're doing this life king, next life is beggar, next life male, next life female, next life snake. I mean, it's going like it. But within the sky or within Krishna. Then very nicely Arjuna asked, when the living beings act according to their free will, how do they abide within you? Isn't every living entity is acting on their own choice? Hey, I want to live in Las Vegas. No, I want to live in Alachua. No, I want to live in India. We make our choice. So Arjuna asked a very legitimate question. So how is that they are living within you? So Krishna says, yes, they are constrained within the boundaries of time. At the end of, when time is up, there is something called death. They're bound to face that. And then again, new life. So it is, yes, they have their free choice, but limited by time. Time, I am poor. Time, I am rich. Time, I am happy. Time, I am sad. Time, I am healthy. Time, I am sick. Time controls, Krishna says. So then Arjuna asked, aren't such cycle of unmanifested or manifested just the working of the material nature? Maya is doing this. Krishna says, Arjuna, yes, nature is doing it, but nature belongs to me, not to the living entity. And nature is acting through my order. I am the one who sent forth the entire multitude of being again. Bhutta, bhutta, praliyate. Again, new creation. Then Arjuna asked a very nice question. Okay, if you are the controller of ultimately everything, aren't you implicated by your responsibility when the soul is suffering in the conditioned life? Krishna says, wait, these actions never bind me, Arjuna, because I'm seated. Yes, I'm controlling, but I'm controlling as a neutral, like a judge. I'm not deciding whether you want to live in Las Vegas or Florida or India or Russia. Soul is deciding. And I'm sanctioning, Maya is providing if they are eligible. They are responsible of their own suffering, not me. I'm just witnessing there. So Arjuna asked again, okay, if you are neutral, then what is your role again, working with the material nature? Then Krishna says, well, I'm overseer. Every living entity, whatever they are doing, whatever they have credit or debit from million life, it is all under my control. I watch and I give according to their result. Then Arjuna asked another question. Since you are overseer of the material nature, why doesn't everyone understand your divine position? They should know that you are behind everything. Then Krishna gave a very nice hint. He said, yes, I am the overseer of the material nature. I am overseer of everyone, even in the Zoom class, what we are discussing. He is overseer, he is witnessing, who is listening, who is speaking, what we are thinking. Everything is witnessing from within heart. But some people are deluded. They despise and deride me when I manifest in a human form. I come to check out how they're doing, if they want to go back home, if they're tired of this world. But they don't care. Some of the souls say, who is Krishna? Just like Kangsha. Kangsha told to Akrura and Uddhava, why do you consider Nanda Maharaj's son as God? He just killed one water Marcus and he picked up a pebble. Of course, it is not a pebble. It's a 28 miles Govardhan hill. And he considers it's a little pebble because he doesn't want to give any credit to Krishna. It was not a water Marcus, a little snake. It was a Kaliya, the most poisonous, deadly snake. He knows, Kangsha, that nothing flies even in that 8 square mile, that Kaliya Rod or Kaliya lake. Even demigods are afraid to come. Kangsha knew, but he doesn't want to give credit. I'm sure some of you can relate. When we don't like a person, anything we hear good, we paint it with some bad thing with it. Or that person maybe got a super lotto. He will, because I'm so envious, I'll say, he will waste it. Maybe you'll have a heart attack and die. We never want to give credit. This is the nature. Krishna says in text 11, if you look at it, he said, there are some people, even when I come to see how they're doing, if they want to go back, instead, they just put me down. Who is God? Who is Krishna? We don't need. We'll figure it out our own. So then Arjuna asked that, what is their fate then? Well, Krishna answered, their hopes, their actions, their knowledge, are all futile because their consciousness is misdirected. And they end up abiding in fiendish and demoniac nature. Prabhus and mothers, how many of you know what is the purpose of creating hell? From 3rd Canto Bhagavatam 20 chapter, I found 2 reasons I found. One reason is to turn this demoniac nature back, because they misuse free will, free will, free will. They want to go down, 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 down to the bottom of the misuse. And then they can't take it anymore. They say, help! Somebody help. Okay, just for saying that you need help, you're not on your own. You depend on somebody. Somebody has to help you. Just for doing that, this is one of the purpose why hell is created. All this body transmigrating. So it's interesting. Then Arjuna asked Lord Krishna, okay, those who deny your supremacy, those who, even though you reveal, like right here, Krishna says, I am, you know how many Mayavadi impersonalist, so many innocent, majority people, they heard Bhagavad Gita, but they don't care. They're not interested to go back home. They're not interested even to hear or understand. So then Arjuna asks, is there some people who understand and who wants to come back? What about the other side? Krishna says, yes. What are their characteristics? Arjuna asked. Then Krishna quoted this, Mahatmana astu mam partha daivim prakritim ashrita. They are great soul. They abide in my divine nature and worship me single-mindedly, knowing me the imperishable soul's source of all being. Prabhus and mothers, where are they? Right here in the Zoom, you can see those devotees. Wherever the devotees are interested to hear, they are there. So Krishna recognized, Krishna considered them that because you are, you know, all of you, I'm sure, you all honor prasadam, means you offer everything before you eat. You pay obeisances to Krishna. You think of Krishna, you are eager to hear. You are called Mahatmas. Mahatma is not like only few, those devotees, all of you right here in the Zoom. Then Arjuna asked, what external characteristics of this devotee that can be seen or known? Then Krishna gave very specific. Satato kirtayantamam. They glorify me constantly. Kirti. Kirtan means, Kirtan is not like taking Kartal Midanga and say Hare Krishna, means glorifying. The mood is to glorify Krishna. And Krishna says, they glorify me constantly, endeavoring with firm vows. They honor me with devotion, staying ever steadfast in worshipping me. Then Arjuna asked, in between these Mahatmas, those who loves you, the Hare Krishna devotees, maybe Arjuna was meant to say that ISKCON devotees, well, there was a 5,000 years back discussion, but still. And those who deny you, like impersonalists, don't want to or don't care about you or don't want to bow down or believe in you. Is there any other group in between? Nice question. You know, like anything we would think, Arjuna already asked that. And Krishna answered, yes. There are group. There are those who try. In the text 15, you will see Krishna gives 3 categories. Ekottena, Pritagattena, Bahuda Vishwata Mukham. Krishna considered them also worshipper. There are those who try, gain knowledge by performing sacrifice. They arrive at the 3 conception of divine as the oneness of all existence, as the multiplicity of deities, and all pervasive universal form. It's interesting. Krishna actually considered them worshipper of him. Of course, not directly, but Krishna still so kindly he accepted. Then Arjuna asked, what is lacking if sacrifice lead to the conception of the divine as oneness? Is there any danger? Arjuna asking all these questions for us. And Krishna answered to that sloka 16. Yes, those performing such sacrifice don't know that the oneness that underlies or unites all aspects of the sacrificial ceremony is me. I'm the rituals. Hey, I'm the sacrifice. I'm the offering. I'm the healing herbs. I'm the sacred chant. Om. I'm the clarified butter. I'm the fire. I'm the pouring out. Everything. Then Arjuna immediately asks, so does your unifying oneness extend beyond the sacrificial ceremony? It extends to the entirety of existence. I'm the father of the universe, the mother, the maintainer, the grandfather. I'm both the object of knowledge and the means to knowledge, which includes any purifying agent, the sacred syllable Om and the Rig, Sam, Joju, Atha. So this way the conversation went on, and then Krishna, Arjuna asked, what other ways are you the oneness that unifies existence? And the famous verse, I hope you all can remember that also. Gatir bhatta prabhu shakshinima sharanam shuri prabhava pralaya sthanam bijam abhayam. Nidanam bijam abhayam. That's right. I'm the goal, I'm the sustainer, I'm the master. Krishna revealing that. I'm the witness. He's witnessing our Zoom conversation right now. He never forgets that. When we leave this world, he doesn't forget. He remembers. This is why Krishna's name is Achyuta. Achyuta means he never deviate from remembering every soul's activity, and especially when you're trying to hear about him or come to him. So nice. So then Arjuna asks, how do they sustain existence? Then Krishna says, well, I give all the facilities. Like I give rain, sun, heat, cold, everything. Of course, in between there is a death. Krishna says, I'm also the death. Immortality as well. So like this. Then Arjuna asks, what lacking if those who perform sacrifice end up conceiving the divine as the multiplicity of deities? Is there any lacking? Krishna answered, they don't know that it is me, what they are worshipping. So then Arjuna asked that simple question, what's wrong with such an attainment? Because, people, Durga Puja is coming, Saraswati Puja is coming, all this, I don't know, all over the world, some rituals everybody like to do. For what? For better life. So then Arjuna asked, what's wrong with such attainment if they want a better life? Krishna says, well, it is temporary. They may go to heaven and they will enjoy, but then they are forced to come back and restart again. It's worse. It's like to a hungry man, if you give a plate of Mahaprasad in front, but you tie up, you bind his hand and legs, but plate of prasadam in front. It's like a torture, isn't it? It is a torture. So this idea of heaven or merging is like this. It is only devotion. So then Arjuna asked, how can they attain something more enduring? Then Krishna revealed the secret. He said, they have to worship me. And for those who keep their thoughts on me without deviating, those who serve me without wavering, I became the provider of what they don't have and the protectors of what they have. The famous verse, Anannas Chintantamam Jejana Parchupasati Tesham Nityabhijuktanam Yogoshkemam Bhamyaham. Arjuna further asked the question, okay, when you are the source of everything, including demigods, is their worship entirely disconnect from you? And Krishna answered, this is how I see in the Prabhupada's translation also. People who faithfully worship the gods also worship me, Arjuna. This is text 23rd. But they do so in ignorance. Then Arjuna asks, what are the ignorance? So this is what we are going to read today. If anybody would like to read, Ajit Prabhu, would you like to read text 24? So then...
Yes, Prabhu, I'll be glad to. Thank you.
Okay. So then Krishna going to answer today, we'll see. He will answer. What are they ignorant of? They are ignorant of my supreme position. I am undoubtedly the enjoyer and master of all sacrifice. Prabhus and mothers, if you don't accept Krishna as it is, as he is,
Yes.
this world.
Prabhuji, what chapter is it?
9th chapter, text 24.
Okay.
Beautiful verse. Ahami sarvajajnana.
Sorry, it's taking me a minute.
Okay.
Okay, I'm finally there. So sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Chapter 9, text 24. Aham hi sarva yagnanam bhokta cha prabhur eva cha natu mam abhijananti tat venantas shyavanti te. Word to word, aham, I, he, surely, sarva, of all, yagnanam, sacrifice, bhokta, the enjoyer, cha, and, prabhu, the Lord, eva, also, cha, and, na, not, tu, but, mam, me, abhijananti, they know, tatvena, in reality, ata, therefore, Chyavanti, fall down, they. I'm the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. Purport. Here it is clearly stated that there are many types of yagna performances recommended in the Vedic literature, but actually all of them are meant for satisfying the Supreme Lord. Yagna means Vishnu. In the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated that one should only work for satisfying Yagna or Vishnu. The perfectional form of human civilization, known as Varnashrama Dharma, is specifically meant for satisfying Vishnu. Therefore, Krishna says in this verse, I am the enjoyer of all sacrifices because I am the Supreme Master. Less intelligent persons, however, without knowing this fact, worship demigods for temporary benefit. Therefore, they fall down to material existence and do not achieve the desired goal of life. If, however, anyone has any material desire to be fulfilled, he had better pray for it to the Supreme Lord, although that is not pure devotion, and he will thus achieve the desired result. Haribol.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is the verse, maybe scary, maybe it's most lovable verse. It depends on each of our own understanding. Prabhus and mothers, Krishna, do not eat anything, do not do anything without offering him. That's all. Just do not offer, because he is the ultimate, eternally situated, ultimate enjoyer. It's not that we cannot enjoy, but we enjoy as like prasadam. After offering him as a servant, we enjoy. Do not think like, I am the enjoyer. I work very hard. Why can't I just buy whatever I want and I eat? Well, there is a consequence, and you will suffer for that. Now, you may say, oh, that's not fair. Why Krishna created that way? No, actually, for your ultimate benefit. This is not a punishment. Because we have a disease, misuse of free will. If we can, those who liberated, those who actually elevated their consciousness, they proved it. He said, no, this is the best life when you actually depend on Krishna. You don't depend on Krishna, you do not have a good life. So here this verse says, Ahami sarva jagyanam bhukta cha prabhurevacha. Krishna is telling to all the jagna. Jagna means anything you do. You are working in the office. That is also jagna. Jagna doesn't mean like fire sacrifice. I mean, typically that's how many people think. But jagna means you taking care of your baby. That is also jagna, sacrifice. Whatever you are doing, is it connecting with Krishna? Is it for Krishna's pleasure? And you have to, if you cannot find or figure it out like this, take advice of a senior devotee and say, can you show me how I am sacrificing everything for Krishna's pleasure? Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote a whole song that I will work very hard to take care of your family. He didn't say my family. He had so many children, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He was a deputy magistrate. Prabhu's mother, he was working as a magistrate. He would take care of the children's school. Everything he did. But he made a beautiful poems all on this, that how he is sacrificing everything for Krishna's pleasure. What Krishna likes, if you have a child, 1 year old, what Krishna actually will be happy? If you raise the child such a way that he become a good devotee. By neglecting the child, you're not going to please Krishna. So it's very important to connect everything to Krishna, but how to connect, it requires some analysis, maybe some consultation, mentor. So Krishna is telling, of all Jagna, I am the Prabhu. Means I am the enjoyer, master. Natu mam abhijanati. And if you do not understand this, oh, then it's scary. But how to understand? He didn't say just accept it. He said tattena. Tattena means in reality. Therefore, chabbantite means will fall down. So those who don't understand me properly in truth, they will fall down. So again, the point of this verse is fall. You know, if you remember, a few minutes before I was explaining, text 20 and 21 says, those who worship the demigods will get piety and go to heaven through karma kanda. But what is the problem? Why Krishna is not supporting worshipping demigod or worshipping any other god? Because those are temporary. I mentioned this before. Jayapataka Maharaj scared one of his disciple by telling him the truth, what he felt. He said, he told me personally, he said, Gurudev, I kind of neglected my spiritual life, not chanting every day properly, this, that, even though I was initiated, and thank you. Then Jayapataka Maharaj says, okay, if you're not serious, you are serious for some time, and then you slacken your spiritual life. What will happen? You will still get benefit. You will go to heaven. And minimum lifespan in heaven is 10,000 years, minimum. So after 10,000 years, you come back to this material world. You have to come back because from there you don't go back. You have to mature your Krishna consciousness. You have to keep on practicing. It's not like you have to come to maturity. So when you come back, what is the problem? Anybody remembers? If someone comes back after 10,000 years to in this world, what will happen?
There is no Krishna consciousness after
Very
10,000.
Very good
Haribol.
answer. Yes, very good answer. Prabhupada said that. He founded that. After 10,000 years, yeah, there will be human being, but there will not be Krishna consciousness. And I don't want to talk about what will be the situation at that time. It sounds extremely scary. So, in the previous verse 22, says, those who worship me, I'll protect them forever. This is, I like 22. If you look at that verse, 9 chapter 22, Krishna says, I will protect them forever. 23 says, those who worship demigods also worship me indirectly, but they will not get the ultimate result. Krishna is telling general principle in this verse. So actually he has told in 23rd or previous verse that those who are worshipping other gods are also worshipping him, but improperly. He has already told that result of worshipping demigod or other god is not same. Why? Because it is not the same. They are doing out of ignorance, and they will get less result. And another reason also he gave, I remember, he said, they don't know my transcendental position. And if you do not know Krishna's position, you do not love Krishna, then you cannot return back to Krishna, because that is not what we are seeking or desiring. We'll get ultimately what we desire. Prabhus and mothers, even I can be in the temple, I can be with the devotees, but if my desire to enjoy material things, I'll keep coming here. We have to develop a desire to actually be with Krishna, serve him, please him, be with him. That desire has to come. I want to be with Krishna. I want to serve him. I want to go, not just go back to spiritual world. Go back to spiritual world is not clearly, directly saying it. That's a good desire, but it's not directly focusing on serving Krishna. Your relationship is eternally there with Krishna. And Krishna is the most lovable person that you can ever find. So Krishna is saying that it's the reason they are not getting eternal result, which is available for those who worship him. So here Krishna is saying he is Bhokta and Prabhu. These two words in this verse, Ajit Prabhu just read. So Krishna had talked about same in another context, 529, if you remember, one of the verse Prabhupada quotes a lot. Bhaktaram Jagatavasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Prabhupada quote that verse also a lot. So Krishna is saying ignorance of his position. He is saying his position is not some generic all-pervading, which is accommodating all demigods. No, he's saying I, I have to be understood as an enjoyer and master. Those who do not understand, they will fall away. Krishna is saying tattena, as he has used tatta in 4.9, if you remember. We have to understand in reality. Tattva means that which exists by its own right. Nobody can change. There is a ontological truth and there is a relative truth. We're not talking about relative truth. We are talking about ontological truth. Ontological truth means it exists by its own right. It cannot be changed or modified. Like Krishna is supreme well-wisher. He's eternally supreme well-wisher. It's not like today he's supreme well-wisher, after some time Krishna may change. No, never. He's eternally supreme well-wisher. He always looking good for each of us, how to come back and enjoy with him forever. He never gives up. There's nothing anyone can do to make him believe that he doesn't want to be your well-wisher. If somebody hurts me, maybe I'll think like that. I don't want to be well-wisher of that person. He's hurting me so badly. But Krishna is not going to be like that. This is in Gajendra prayers, beautiful prayers, the Gajendra Moksha talks about. So Srila Prabhupada quotes from 3.9 in Bhagavad Gita, Jaggartat karmano annatra. Ultimately, all work is for the sake of Jagna. Otherwise, lokayam karma bandhana. And if you don't do, Prabhus and mothers, even you go to bathroom, a dirty example I'm giving you. Even I go to the bathroom. For what? For Krishna's pleasure. How it is Krishna's pleasure? Well, to keep my body clean. When my body is clean, I can serve him better. So going to bathroom is also for Krishna's pleasure. Everything we do, try to connect it. Try to connect how it is for Krishna's pleasure. Tattenas chabbantite, this word, the last word of this sloka that we are reading, one will fall back. Falling back is already taught in 21 verse. What is falling back? That one may be elevated to heaven, but from heaven one will fall back because of exertion of their piety. So the point may come up. So actually what will happen to those who worship the demigod? Krishna is saying they will fall back. What is the use of worshipping the demigod? What is the difference from worshipping Krishna? So Krishna gives summary verse, which is one of the most quoted verse from Srila Prabhupada. So this is beautiful. We have a few minutes. Should we go to another verse? Let's see the next one. Why not? 25. Who else would like to read? One more verse. We'll do a few more minutes.
Can I read?
Yes.
What verse is this? Is this 25?
Yes.
Okay. Yanti deva vrat deva pitran yanti pitra varta bhutani yanti bhute jasya yanti mad yagno pimam. Yanti achieve devarta, worshippers of demigods, devan, two demigods, pitran, two ancestors, yanti go, pitra varta, worshippers of ancestors, bhutani, two ghosts and spirits, yanti go, bhute jasya, worshippers of ghosts and spirits, yanti go, mat mai yagna, devotees, api also mam unto me. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among the such beings. Those who worship ancestors go to the ancestors. And those who worship me will live with me. If anyone has any desire to go to the moon, the sun, or any other planet, one can attain the desired destination by following specific Vedic principles recommended for that purpose. These are vividly described in the fruitive activities portion of the Vedas, technically known as Darsa Purana Masi, which recommends a specific worship of demigods situated on different heavenly planets. Similarly, one can attain the Pitta planets by performing a specific yagna. Similarly, one can go to many ghostly planets and become a yaksha, rakshasa, a pichacha. Pichacha worship is called black arts and or black magic. There are many men who practice this bhakti black art and they think that it is spiritualism, but such activities are completely materialistic. Similarly, a pure devotee who worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead only achieves the planets of Vaikuntha and Krishna Lok without a doubt. It is very easy to understand through this important verse that if by simply worshipping the demigods one can achieve the heavenly planets, or by worshipping the Pitta achieve the Pitta planets, or by practicing black arts achieve the ghostly planets, why can they pure devotees not achieve the planet of Krishna or Vishnu? Unfortunately, many people have no information of these sublime planets where Krishna and Vishnu live, and because they do not know of them, they fall down. Even the impersonalists fall down from Brahma Jyoti. This Krishna conscious movement is therefore distributing sublime information to the entire human society to the effect that by simply chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one can become perfectly in this perfect in this life and go back home, back to God at Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So this is
Thank
another beautiful verse. Beautiful verse. Prabhupada quote this verse quite a bit. So there are 4 lines in this verse, if you look at it. Janti Deva Brata Deva. Those who worship demigods goes to demigod. Pitrin Jantri Pritribrata. So those who worship ancestor, they go to ancestor. Bhutani Janti Bhutejja. Those who worship ghost, go to ghost. Janti Majjajina Opimam. If you wanted to come back to me, you will worship me. So this verse tells the point that different path leads to different destination. Now let me give you a practical understanding. I'm chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I wish I would have a better car and a nice house in a cold area, not too hot. This area I live is too hot. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So I'm thinking about my comfort and I'm chanting, and actually I'm creating a destination heavenly. I'm not going to Krishna. I hope you all are aware. I'm taking the process, but my desire to have a better enjoyment. Or like one devotee said, I want to go where new community. Nobody knows anyone. We just built a fresh. I said, this is a beautiful community we have because everybody going through shower. Shower means they're cleaning up their pre-impression. So there will be conflict. Some people are doing this, some people are doing this. I may have a conflict. I may not go along with everyone, but everybody is purifying. Where are you going to find? If we don't focus properly from that angle, we may think like spiritual life is like utopia. You know the word utopia. You become devotee like all the problems solved. Who said that? Which acharya said this? Show me. I would like to see that. We are going through purification, where we will learn how to tolerate. Where? where there is no devotee. If you live by yourself in a cave, you will never learn tolerance. You learn tolerance when you are in the community. Conflicting, may not go along with the same idea, but you tolerate for higher cause. Tolerance means you are focusing on Krishna. You're not judgmental or sentimental. Why they don't like my brother? I don't want to stay in this community. Are Baba, where do you come up with this? Something need to be changed here. And Krishna will show you. And if you don't pay attention, then Krishna will show everybody else. Look at the problem this guy has. And everybody looks at me, oh my God, this guy has a problem. Now I feel like, oh, I want to run away. Run away to where? The problem is still within me. Wherever I go, the problem is going with me. The dirty heart is going with me. So we have to learn how to be patient, tolerate with the devotee association, cooperate. I was just reading other day to one group that letter to Jayapataka Maharaj, Prabhupada writes. Jayapataka Maharaj said, we have to cooperate, otherwise we will not be able to do this Mayapur project, because everybody has their own opinion. Someone wants to work hard. Someone said, no, just hire some labor. We can't do too much hard work. Everybody has their own view. But if you make a vow, you're going to cooperate to make this project successful for pleasure of Prabhupada and Krishna. Challenge will come. So Srila Prabhupada replies, I'm paraphrasing, I don't have the letter in front of me. Prabhupada said, because you making this decision to cooperate amongst the devotees is the most frightening to Maya. Maya doesn't like that. Maya loves disrupting amongst. I like Subal Gopal Prabhu, I don't like Justin. This is Maya's job. She will ignite through the mind, I like one person, I don't like another person. So this duality. But Krishna says to Arjuna, Nirdanda, you become above duality. Whatever the quality Subal Prabhu has, I must respect. Whatever the quality Justin Prabhu has, I must respect. Is it easy? No, not easy. Nobody says bhakti is easy. But bhakti guarantee purify our heart. And we will be free, free forever, eternally free. So it is worth it. That's why our ISKCON leaders nowadays focusing a lot on, even Gopal Krishna Maharaj was saying, we have big temple in Delhi. We need a lot of unity in diversity, cooperation amongst devotees. Tolerance is required. This is what bhakti is. Correcting ourselves, correcting our own heart. When we cannot focus so much, we're supposed to go inside and find the connection with Krishna. That's why outside nature will be creating. Maya will create this disrupt. Maya loves for each of us to go back. Okay, I give up Krishna consciousness. She will love to grab you back again. Now, is she torturing us? No. She's just testing us, whether we are really going to clean up, reform. Today, we actually found this verse, Adilila chapter 4, text 68, I believe. In the purport, you will see that Radharani, Ladini potency, that Ladini potency, when comes in contact, of course, not Radharani is coming in contact, but the potency manifest in contact with the material modes. It gives us material, so-called happiness. And we think, okay, if I have more money or if I build my own temple, I'll do whichever way I want. I don't have to listen this president or this devotee group or this, that. Yeah, this is another trap of Maya. She loves to keep this distract. So what should we do? We should learn how to cooperate and encourage, inspire each other, despite our personal liking, not liking. That's why our Maya gets surprise. And if you can remain like this, it is not only us. I was reading also Vasudev Maharaj's topics this early morning today, that Vasudev Maharaj was thinking, oh my God, Kongsa wants to kill my wife, Devaki. Now I cannot fight with him, but I can use my intelligence. Well, they are actually pure devotee. How come? But they are also facing this trouble, same trouble. And Vasudev Maharaj is thinking, okay, let me use my intelligence. Then he started conversing with Kongsa and giving a logic and reason how he should release his sister and guarantee that when the child is born, he will have the access to kill. Even one Mataji said, I remember many years back, why Devaki had to do this, so many children to be killed? Why not just, okay, you know what, Kongsa going to kill, I don't want to have any more child. Well, then you are not actually greedy to get Krishna. Krishna will come as the eighth child, number 8. Krishna didn't say, I will come as a first child. He said, I will be number 8. Even when Kongsa was manipulated, okay, number 8 is my enemy. I don't want to kill first one and second one. Narad Muni intervened. Hey, do you know how to count 8? In material world, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But in demigod, they are your enemy. For them, God will come. But you know how they count? Maybe 8 is number 1. You don't know how they count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, maybe. And then Kongsa said, okay, I'm going to kill the child now. Challenge is there. Why? Because the first 6 children represent our material attachment. They came in the form. They are Mauritius children, but they are born from the mind as a representative of lust, anger, madness, illusion, envy. We cannot have those. And they take the form as a child, like most affectionate. She had to let go. She had to let go. Both Vasudev Maharaj and Devaki, both had to let go. What do you mean let go? First, Kongsa will take away. That's one thing. Another is smash the head of your own baby in front of you on a slab. It's not easy. You think we have tough life in our spiritual journey to get out? But it is not the tough life. We are entangled. We are trying to unentangle, get out of this, come to pure level, pure. Pure means all this attachment that we have to let go. Lust, greed, anger, envy, madness, illusion, they all have to go. And she did. She tolerated. Then the mercy of Guru came as a 7th child, Balaram. 7th child, Balaram came. So nice. And then Krishna came as 8th child. So this verse tells the point that different path leads to different destination. So this is very clear. that all path doesn't lead to the same destination, which is general, general conception. Now, Srila Prabhupada said, the Krishna consciousness movement is therefore distributing sublime information to the entire human society to the effect that by simply chanting Hare Krishna mantra, one can become perfect in this life and go back home, back to God. So most of Srila Prabhupada's purport focuses on Janti Majjajino Pimam. Srila Prabhupada's purport, unfortunately, many people have no information of these sublime planets where Krishna and Vishnu live. Prabhus and mothers, we are not looking down any religion or anything, but when you really analyze, sit down with a senior, like I was Dr. Eisenberg, he has a 3 PhD on Torah. I spent like 7-8 days with him. He loves Prasadam. He has a 3 PhD on Torah. And to understand what is Torah, what is the 5th chapter of Moses in details, it was so nice that at the end I said, well, I'm not so sure. The end is not so clear what happened to the soul, I. He said, Govind, I read Prabhupada's book, your teacher's book. It is like Brahman, he used the word. Something like this in Moses' ultimate. When the mental system dissolves, according to 5th chapter of Moses' teachings, then different rabbi gives their own interpretation. So there is a 2 Torah. One Torah is the 5th chapter of Moses, another Torah is the explanation of how to understand. I said, but it's confusing because they go opposite. He said, yes. I said, in our disciplic succession, we don't go opposite. I see Prabhupada is supporting all the teachers previous to him and he appreciating their explanation. And when we serve, we appreciate Prabhupada's. We compliment each Acharya's explanation. But in Jewish tradition, the rabbi has a competition. Sometimes they will smash the other rabbi's opinion on this Hebrew word. So it's very interesting. And he said it is like something like Brahman. If you look at any philosophy that exists in this world, you will be surprised that how clear-cut Krishna is revealing here. Why Prabhupada put such a word? He says many people have no information of this sublime planet where Krishna and Vishnu live. No books, actually, Prabhus and mothers. You bring any religious book of any group, it's not so clear. How Golok Vrindavan is so clearly Sri Akanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpatarabho Dhruma Bhumi Chinta Mani Ganamayi Tayamritam Kathaganam Naitam Gamanam Api Bangsi Priya Saki Siddhananda Jyoti Paramamapi Tadashyadamapi Cha. Brahma Samhita explains about, so details about Krishna Loka, Golok Vrindavan. There's a purpose jam. There's a desire tree. Every water is nectar. Every walk is a dance. And how people relate. It's so wonderful, loving. They don't have a dirt. It's all made of gems. But it doesn't hurt your skin. Like you think, like, why? I don't want to step on a diamond. Not like that. It is more precious than diamond. But your body is not getting hurt. They're like a very soft. Everything is dazzling, wonderful. So beautiful explanation. So we are all in this category, but because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we have opportunity to return back to Krishna for eternal life there. Now, after that, Krishna will contrast devotional service versus worship of demigod in another way. in terms of simplicity of worship. As mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, when demigods are to be worshipped, elaborate yajna has to be performed, somaras has to be provided. Then if all these are done properly, one can also please devatas. But here Krishna is saying, as far as worshipping him is concerned, it is extremely simple. Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Prabhupada made it more easier. So then next week we'll read how to worship Krishna very secretly, very simple way. You can find anywhere. No complaint can be there. Well, I don't have all the arrangement. Well, if you read it 26 verse, I won't touch today. This is how simple to worship Krishna. But it was not known. So Prabhus and mothers, if you want to share any takeaway, or we can close here, and looking forward to see you all next Wednesday.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
my takeaway is tolerance is key in Krishna consciousness for advancement.
Yes, Charles, you got it, my friend. It's
Thank you,
very
Prabhuji.
important. Thank you. Thank you. This is very important. Yes, yes, yes. Any other takeaway? Or we will be looking, all of you.
Faith and tolerance.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Krishna Devi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Vancha Kalpatarusya Kripa Sindhave Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.